Hey everyone from around the world, it's Jeremy Alexander Newsom with IR4 Podcast. Hope everyone's doing fantastic. We got ourselves a Saturday, which is January the 13th, and this market never sleeps. So let's talk cryptocurrencies, shall we? Bitcoin chilling at the 50 EMA. People looking at still buying this one off of the 50, right? You got that support down there and just a nice little bounce. So I like it. I dig it. We'll see what happens. Again, this lower high right here is still pretty concerning. But as you can see, we could create a triangle pattern, which makes the most sense to me. Chop around, trade sideways, maybe until February. And then again, eventually this year, I'm very confident we do break out. We do break 20,000. And then we'll see 40. It's just going to take some time. I'm still cool with holding. Still looks fine. Here's your long-term moving averages. 100 is at 10.4 right now, and you can see that there have been two other instances in which we've bounced off of that. So there and there, back at 1900 in July, and then back around 3,000 some change in September. So right now, Bitcoin had a massive run up. It's just chilling. Let it do its thing. Our boy Ethereum, which is my biggest position, is doing very well. Nice pullback. Here is the 10 EMA, and it pulled back into the 10 again on the 11th. Last time I looked at it was on the 10th. So if you bought that dip onto the 10 EMA, which is exactly what I talked about, you're already up over 300 points. Congratulations. That was a beautiful move. And I think we'll just continue to see Ethereum slowly creep higher. 2,900 is my target for this year. I don't know when we get there or if we get there, but maybe April, May sometime potentially. But Ethereum can run, it can move, and it still looks good. So Kraken is back up and running. Kraken was down for about 2 days. It felt like 247,000 years, but it is back up and people are excited about it. They offered free trading for through the end of the year. So let's go look at some of my Kraken pairs now that I can trade them. EOS, XBT, which again, XBT is just Bitcoin, up 38%. Now, the last time I looked at this one was, again, back here on the 10th. That was the last time I did a review, and that was before this bullish candle came in. So I hope you guys bought some. Again, this is one of my other larger positions. EOS, XBT, very nice breakout. This is a gap actually from Kraken being down and from kind of the price being driven up. So this is a big deal on EOS. I really like it. It's technically a strong move on the technical charts. And so from here, I'm looking forward to a continuation higher. Ripple also had XRP USD on Kraken. So again, on the Kraken exchange, you got a gap. And this gap is a strong gap. Just looking at the candles, it's a technically a bullish gap and go. So again, it's not an artificial gap necessarily. People probably are selling. Well, not probably. We can see they're selling because the candle opened here and people immediately started selling their Ripple at a gain. But at the same time, people who also held throughout the shortage or the outage on Kraken were probably scared, thinking that Kraken was going to shut stores and steal all our money. And so they probably sold their position at open as well. And then people now are going, oh, finally, I get a chance to buy this dip. They're coming in and buying it. So there's all kinds of sentiment attacking right now in Ripple. But I do like the move. I do like the pullback. And yeah, it looks pretty nice. Here's XBT XRP, which is how I'm trading Ripple. I keep forgetting to do XRP to XBT. So again, I'm buying Ripple with my Bitcoin. Here's the weekly chart, and what a beautiful resistance we traded into. So if you come over here to the daily chart, we've been here before, and you can see why we were selling off. I mean, it's really no surprise at all. The $20 mark, we just slammed our head right into it, and some selling came in, and that was that. So it's going to be a while before we break through that, I think. Kraken, as you know, doesn't have stop orders right now, so I would love to put a stop right there on my position just in case it continues to go lower and exit some of the other positions out. But at this point, I like the dip, I like the pullback. Looks like some type of 1-2 wave 3 structure, some type of 4. And again, we'll consolidate up in here. But at some point, if this move ever breaks that really strong resistance up here, and again, it'll take some time, but here's the weekly chart. If and when it can, that'll be a massive, massive move. Let's go look at stellar lumens. So XLM, again, it depends on how you want to trade it and how you're trading it, but let's just go look at stellar XBT on Kraken. So here is the XLM XBT, and again, nice little breakout, nice pullback to the 20. Good looking candle. These technicals hold up pretty much regardless of what market it is. I like the candle. I think some people, and remember, you can short cryptocurrencies. So the people that were shorting these resistances on margin, they're trapped, right? They didn't want Kraken to go down. They're gonna have to buy to cover for some losses. It's all the same. Candlestick sentiment's the same regardless of what market you're in. So this looks relatively bullish to me. Obviously, things can change, but this is a previous old resistance, new support. So Lumen will trade up here, chop around for a while, and just kind of do its thing. But on EOS dollar, which is on Bitfinex, which I do not personally use, you can see that it is screaming. EOS cranking it out. Just beautiful, beautiful move. Nice rotation. All of it looks nice. So again, as EOS goes up, EOS XBT looking pretty good. So I like that move. Let's see if there's anything else I need to look at. I think a lot of you are still trading Tron. I always forget the Tron ticker. Pretty sure it's just TRX BTC. So Tron, this is the daily chart. Yeah, pulling back. And again, that makes a lot of sense. I personally think we're about to have a quick dip on Tron down into the 50 EMA and this old resistance, new support. So if you're looking at buying this 450 level down here, 0.0000450, that'd probably be the spot to look to pick some up. Other than that, Dash, we can check out Dash. Here's Dash US dollar on Kraken, and it's kind of all over the place right now, but the 50 working on holding it up as a support. So the 50 EMA right there at 939. Dash was a quiet creeper, but man, it can move. Here's the long-term moving averages, right? We bounced off the 100. So we're just distributing up here on most of the bigger currency pairs right now. You had a nice wave 3, just a big wave 4. Distributing is happening right now on the bigger coins. And I will check out IOTA. Here's IOTA dollar on Bitfinex, and it's looking pretty toasty right now, actually. Trading sideways off the 50, right? Another good buying opportunity. This is another distribution pattern, and as we continue to chop around and trade sideways here, it offers us plenty of buy low, sell high opportunities. But overall, I think at some point these cryptos do break out and continue higher, especially if they can survive the either real or fake news that the Korean exchanges are shutting down and no longer allowing cryptos to be traded. That is very big news that came out, and that's kind of what caused the markets to drop a little bit. If these markets can survive that news, especially if it happens, this is legitimately serious. Like, we're gonna have some solid upside left. I would think that would be a pretty big deal, pretty damning news overall, but I guess time will tell. So, folks, thanks so much for tuning in and being patrons of the IR4 podcast. Hope you made a lot of money over the last 3 days. Really, the most profitable call from our last update was the EOS XBT. That was the one that, if you played Kraken, we updated it right before it broke out here. Almost 100% gain in 3 days on that particular position. Not too bad. All right, folks, you guys rock. Thanks so much for watching. And if you have any requests, feel free to post them. The U.S. stock market is closed on Monday. Today is Saturday, so I might be giving you guys another update on Monday. Thanks so much. See you later. Bye.